one-loss senior, meets Joseph Hayek, a sophomore out of Seward. In Class C, it'll be Gustavo Avila, the senior out of Madison, 39-3, takes on Lake Thompson of Battle Creek. In Class D, Eric Sofall of Howells, trying to become an undefeated career four-time champion, faces another former state champion, Isaac Elge of Nebraska Christian.
A battle of state champions in Class D, and two guys at this weight class going for their fourth state title. So we're getting started here. Thomas Gilman, his only loss was to an Iowa wrestler this year. Omaha Scott has had 3 four-time state champions. Casey Cole, Todd Manili, who's still training for the Olympics, and Tyler Sackett, who's at West Point Academy in wrestling over there.
In the long history of Nebraska state wrestling, thousands of wrestlers have gone through, thousands of them, and there have only been 2 previous to today that have not lost in their careers. Eric Sofall could join that elite group with Brad Metzler out of Omaha West Side and Brett Allgood of Bennington, who went through their 4-year careers unbeaten. And
just amazing accomplishment to go through that, especially as a freshman. And Sofall is just an outstanding wrestler. Howells has had a 4-time state champion already, and Brian Mestrick a couple years ago.
And Isaac Elge is not going to be an easy one to win for Sofall either, because Elge was a state champion at 125 pounds last year. Sofall was actually down at 119, so he's taking a bigger jump in weight class, and that can make a difference. But Sofall close to the takedown, not yet. Elge battling, but Sofall, I think he's, well, let's see. Elge is coming back now. He may turn the trick. Boy, they are battling it out in Class D. Neither wrestler able to get control yet.
Isaac Elge not
there it is.
Intimidated by those state championships. Gets the first 2-point takedown.
Wow.
In Class A, we've got a returning state champion in Ronald Wells. One of Wells' losses this year was to Thomas Gilman. He got major decision in Metros.
Meanwhile, in Class C, Lake Thompson of Battle Creek has a 2-1 lead over Gustavo Avila of Madison. He's the twin brother of the other Avila we just saw wrestle in the previous weight class.
2 sets of twins in the finals today, and the Avila boys are one of them. Thompson's a returning state champion, Steve, but he has lost to Avila 2 times this year.
Thomas Gilman, as we mentioned, facing Joseph Hayek of Seward, who is ranked number 2nd coming in, a 37-2 sophomore. But Gilman is probably considered one of the best wrestlers ever, even though he has some losses. He has wrestled all over the country, even wrestled abroad, and he is considered one of the most skillful wrestlers we've ever had, and he is going to probably the biggest powerhouse in the history of college wrestling, Iowa.
He represented the United States in the World Game and World Cup in Bulgaria, and got 10th in the world. He's very aggressive, and as you see him wrestle there, he's got 2 takedowns already. Very physical wrestler. He's working for his 3rd takedown there. So just an outstanding young man.
And Sofall in Class D has come back and tied it up at 2-2. Sofall going to the University of Nebraska on a wrestling scholarship.
Nebraska's got a huge following there as Gilman gets another takedown and back points. Howells got Brad Bering, national champion for Nebraska. Craig Brester, a 3-time All-American from Howells at Nebraska and currently assistant coaching there. Corey Brester is at Nebraska Wrestling. He was a state champion a couple years ago. So the Howells boys like going for Mark Manning at the Huskers.
And Brad Bering inducted to the Nebraska High School Hall of Fame this past year, rightfully so.
Yeah, rightfully so.
So we're still tied at 2 in Class D. It is a 2-1 lead. Ronald Wells of Omaha Central. Dino Salcido of Creighton Preparatory doing a good job so far, hanging in there as they head to the second.
Another unranked wrestler coming in. Wells has beaten Dino 8-4 in the semis of the Metro tournament. But we saw earlier a non-ranked wrestler from Creighton Prep gets a state title. So let's see if Dino can do the same.
Well, Gilman showing his stuff so far in Class B, trying to be a 4-time state champion. He leads at 8-3 over Joseph Hayek of Seward. And
takedown for 2, 10-3. That Class C match, again, team points are vital here as Madison needs some points. They're 8 points behind Valentine right now, and this is their 3rd wrestler. They've got 1 more after this, and I know, talking to Kenny Lutzfeld, they were planning on winning this match. And right now, Lake Thompson, 2-2 score.
Thompson, a 19-5 senior. He is a 4-time medalist. He previously placed 6th, 3rd, and, of course, last year a state champion.
They're back in the center in the second period in Class C, 55 seconds left. Second period in all 4 mats. 10-3 score in Class B as Gilman is just methodically scoring points. And we got an escape in Class A, so Ronald Wells is up to 3-1 now.
And so far, Class D as advertised. Isaac Elgin, Nebraska Christian, the senior.
Yeah, Nebraska Christians had 2 state champions, and Isaac was their 2nd state champ last year in 2011. Before that, 2008, with Mike Swanson was a state champion, and he's wrestling at UNK today.
And it seems like Elg so close to getting that escape, and great counters by Eric Sofal. Sofal on the top position, that familiar Howells orange and black. Elch again almost gets the escape, but they go off the mat, and there is 55 seconds to go, second period in Class D. Class C, 11 seconds to go, second period. We are tied 2-2 between Gustavo Avila and Lake Thompson. And in Class B, again, it's Gilman getting out to the big lead now, 13-4, the minute 20 to go, second period.
Over the Seward wrestler there, and Seward, you know, this young man, he's a 132-pounder. He was a starting linebacker for the Seward football team, and here he is battling Gilman at 132 pounds. It's a 15-4 score. Seward had as a wrestler ranked in the nation right now. Mark Fiala is at UNK, ranked in the top 6 in Division II wrestling.
About 13 seconds to go, second period in Class A now. And it is a 5-1 lead for Ronald Wells over Dino Salcido of Creighton Prep.
Real impressed with our Class D match. Sofal and Elge, both those guys have put on some muscle from last year when we watched them in the finals. They both have gotten in the weight room and are really solid. And I'm looking forward to seeing Sofal in the college ranks as he's get this much more physical and maturity on him.
And Elge getting close again. He really needs to get at least an escape here. I think Sofal gets the choice the third period. I'm not sure, but I believe so. Meanwhile, now taking the lead in Class C is Gustavo Avila. He gets a 3-2 lead. With
Thompson comes right back in on a double, trying to keep him in. He gets a 2-point takedown. If he stays behind him, nice wizard by Gustavo, trying to get out of bounds. Nick Brost, the referee, going to call him out of bounds. Nick Brost, another Mullen person there. His dad was the head coach at Mullen for years.
Well, Gilman looks in pretty good shape, even though there's a lot of time left in that match. Under a minute to go now in the second period in Class B, but Gilman leading him 15-5. And there's Sofal and Elge going at it again as they will now head to the third period, tied at 2-2.
And Class A, Ronald Wells, Omaha Central, he's got a 5-2 lead. Jimmy Foster, his coach in the corner, he's an All-American for UNO. Wrestles with Ronald every day, says Ronald is one of the best athletes he's been around. Extremely quick, 5-2 score with a minute 30 there in Class A. Gilman gets another takedown, 17-5 score, still in the second period.
Once you go up by 15, it becomes a technical fall, so I'm sure that's on his mind.
That Class B, 130-pound weight class, had 7 returning state medalists in it. You think they want to avoid Tom Gilman and keep people came after him, wanted to wrestle him.
Oh, no, in Class D, take a look, Sofal has hurt his arm or his shoulder. And let's hope he's not hurt. It's still 2-2.
Lake Thompson, takedown, takes the lead, 4-3 with 40 seconds left. Again, Gustavo has beaten Lake Thompson twice. Kenny Looskeld is planning on this one with team points at least 3. This could really seal the deal for the Valentine Badgers if Lake Thompson comes through.
29 seconds to go in Class C, and that match you're watching in the left-hand corner on your screen is it is Thompson of Battle Creek on top.
Everybody in Cherry County is rooting for Battle Creek right now.
And now here comes Avila. Avila trying to scoot out of there. 13 seconds to go. 11 seconds.
Give up 1, not 2, but he's got his hips in there tight.
6 seconds to go.
Hanging on for dear life.
He'll have to hurry. 3, 2, 1. And he hangs on.
Lake Thompson gets his second state title, upsets Gustavo. And the Badgers are cheering in the street right now.
Ron Wellman gets some more points in Class A as he continues to stretch his lead. And there goes Gilman getting some more points.
He goes up 21-6, technical fall.
4-time state champion, Thomas Gilman, Omaha Scott Catholic. And he'll get a round of applause. 4-time state champion, only the 17th in the history of Nebraska wrestling.
Does it in classic style.
And Sofal is going to get some points.
His points.
And he'll go up, and he may be time to become a 4-time state champion.
Standing ovation for Thomas Gilman. Ronald Wells up 7-3 with 30 seconds left. Sofal's got a 4-2 score. History just was made.
1:03 to go. Sofal trying to become only the third wrestler among thousands to go through his high school 4-year career unbeaten.
Ronald Wells, he's up 9-4, 15 seconds left.
And he's trying to be a 2-time state champion.
And we've got Sofal's got 53 seconds left to achieve history here in the undefeated season, undefeated career.
He would be 173-0.
And he's wrestled. He's beaten other state finalists in this tournament today. It's not like he's doesn't wrestle the best of the best. He wrestles in the summertime. You can tell by his build. He's part of the Howells football championship team. They had runners-up this past year.
And Ronald Wells of Omaha Central, your state champion for the second time in Class A. He wins it 9-4 over Dino Salcido Creighton Prep.
Sofal's got a tight waist, staying behind the elbows.
Elg's trying to do a roll, but it's not going to work. And they're down to 36 seconds. Elg will have to go to work quickly. At least get it. He'll have to get a reversal as he is down 4-2. So an escape will do him no good.
And Elg, what a career he's had. He's got 5th as a sophomore, first last year. He's down 4-2 to a 3-time state champ, giving him all he wants right now with 20 seconds left in the third. Trying to get hand control and get to his feet. And Sofal's having no part of it, just a tight waist and a good solid ride.
We're down to 8 seconds and counting. Are we going to see an undefeated wrestler?
Champion.
2, 1, undefeated throughout his career. Eric Sofal Howells, 173-0. And he gets an immediate standing ovation as he defeats a very game Isaac Elg of Nebraska City.
And you see the highs and lows. Eric Sofal celebrating and Isaac Elg in total misery right now. Look forward to watching this young man at the University of Nebraska.
And the great sportsmanship shown on the mat. Those two know they had a heck of a match. But Sofal the champion, and what an accomplishment for him. As I mentioned, only 2 others have done it. Brad Metzler of Omaha West Side, Brad Algall of Bennington, the only other 2 to go 4 years unbeaten and 4-time state champions. So we now have 18 4-time state champions.
One more to go the next.
And again, you think of the thousands of wrestlers there have been over the many, many years of the state championships. And only 18 have done it, and that's why they always get a standing ovation. But only 3.
I was extremely proud. He should be. History is made.
I see a lot of my reporter brethren hovering around waiting to talk to Eric Sofal. And let's take a look now. Your championship matches at 132 pounds in Class A. Ronald Wells, 2-time state champ. He wins at 9-4 over Dino Salcido in Class B. Thomas Gilman, a 4-time state champion with a technical fall over Joseph Hayek of Seward. In Class C, your state champion is Lake Thompson of Battle Creek, winning an exciting match 4-3 over Gustavo Avila of Madison. In Class D, Eric Sofal, 4-time state champion out of Howells, with a 4-2 victory over Isaac Elg of Nebraska Christian.